We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time comes from the house of Ralph Lauren, which I actually did a video, and I'll link it down below in the description, of the first release of this one. And this is a brand new release, guys. It just came out. I don't know if it's hit the stores yet. I couldn't find it on Organica per today, but I did find it on a couple of other websites. So that's how they get the information for this one. But yeah, this one isn't, I don't even think it's in stores yet, so I was really excited to get my hands on this one. It is a new Elixir. We talked about this a few weeks ago when we did the La Male Elixir. That's kind of the direction where everyone's going with these fragrances. I believe there's Sauvage Elixir. There is the La Male Elixir, and I think there's a 1 million Elixir. And I'm pretty sure there's other ones that I just haven't tried yet or heard of yet. But I think that's like the new name where everyone's going with it. And that's fine. I mean, because a lot of times these elixirs are super duper strong, and you guys know. Hopefully by now that I do like really strong fragrances. But without further ado, it's going to be Ralph's Club from the house of Ralph Lauren, guys. Now, they did make a parfum version, and I did try that one at Macy's. I didn't do a video on it. I was thinking about doing like a spray my hand inside the store, and then, you know, I've done it before in the past. It's not the best videos. And then walk out to my car and talking to the camera while I'm doing that, and then sit in the car and talk about it. I think I did that one with a Le Labo a few years ago in Dallas. But yeah, so I got my hands on this bottle here, and I wanted to check it out with you guys. First impression here on camera with you guys. Let you guys know. I will say that if I'm going off memory here, I did like the original composition of Ralph's Club. I want to remember, if I recall correctly, it started off kind of like Invictus, which is weird because, like, if you read some of the notes, you don't think you're going to get that. And then I think it goes into some sort of like a licorice type of vibe. And I could be completely wrong about that. This was a couple of years ago that I tried that one. I tried the parfum, again, sprayed my hand twice and then walked out of the store. I want to say it had the same DNA. I think it was just heavier and thicker. Maybe it had a stronger leather note, something like that. It was smokier. I can't recall exactly, but it's okay though, because we're gonna come in fresh with this one, guys. I do have the full presentation here, and I will go ahead and give you guys a little bit of information about this fragrance real quick. So Ralph's Club from the house of Ralph Lauren. Ralph's Club Elixir, excuse me, from the house of Ralph Lauren, is a men's woody aromatic fragrance released in 2023. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. If you guys do, let me know down in the comments, but I couldn't find it online. And it is a parfum, eau de parfum, not really sure. I think it's eau de parfum, but the website I saw, I just said parfum. So I'm not sure if that's different than eau de parfum concentration, guys. So let's check out this box. Again, nothing too crazy going on with it. I do like that it has like some texture on it. It does have this nice silver inlay. Go ahead and take it out of the box for you guys. And this does resemble the other bottle. I want to say the other one had, oh no, this one does too. Yeah, the other one had like a canteen style cap, and this one does as well. I do love how it has the Killian plate here, and it's like embedded inside, so there's no, you can't, it goes inside the glass. Good looking bottle. I do like it. It's nice and black. Does have a cool, like I said, a canteen cap here. It does say RL on top. You can just tell you put extra special attention and some money into this presentation, because it's nice and smooth. It's clean. It's black. It has a nice plate here. So good job on the presentation. And I do like it that you can't lose the cap. That's always a nice touch. I want to say that Hugo was the first fragrance that I recall anyway back in the day that had that. It was like it looked like an actual canteen. It twisted off. Anyway, so the notes for this fragrance. In the top, we have grapefruit, mandarin, and cardamom. In the mid, we have geranium, lavender, orris, and sage. And the base, run things off with leather, frankincense, fir, and patchouli. Well, guys, I got to tell you, it's hot outside. And I do think just right now, going off of trying the first couple of them, a couple of flankers from this one, and if it's going to be the same, I'm going to guess that it's just going to be just as strong, if not stronger. It's going to be heavy, thick, and sweet. But yeah, it has grapefruit, mandarin, and cardamom. Nice, sexy opening there. So I'm going to like that for sure. We'll see how much of it I can find. Like I mentioned, the first one did remind me somehow of Invictus. And that's going off of memory. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say I did get that, even though the notes didn't match that at all. It did have a very mainstream Invictus-y type of opening. It seems like it might be in this as well. Not a big fan of geranium. That does bring a little bit of waxiness to the table. Again, I'm not a big fan of geranium. Hopefully it's toned down. I love lavender. That lavender gives most fragrances that nice mainstream, fresh feel. They just somehow do it. I think lavender is the main player when it comes to those types of fragrances. orris, which I think is the root of the iris. So I don't know how much of it actually resembles iris or not, but it is related. And I want to say that I've tried other fragrances with orris root, and they're kind of similar. So you guys, again, correct me in the comments. I'm not an expert, guys. I just like smelling these things and talking about them. We'll see where it goes, guys. But without further ado, first impressions of the newest release, 2023, Ralph's Club Elixir, guys. Let's check it out. I'm really excited about this one. Let's try it out. Good sprayer, a lot of juice. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting that orris. Okay, I'm getting like the lipstick vibe. Like very, very, very strong. That's crazy because normally you just see iris. But yeah, this smells like a very deep iris note. I'm getting the citrus notes. I'm getting the nutty cardamom. Okay, that orris root has died down quite a bit. It's just been like 15 seconds. It's still there though, but like it was like a punch in the face. But I like that. It does have that cosmetic feel. It does have like that lipstick feel. Not exactly like DHI or any of those other fragrances, but you can get like that cosmetic touch. But it's mixing really well with the mandarin and the grapefruit. The lavender's nice. It's making it nice and sweet, giving it that mainstream feel like I talked about a second ago. Yeah. Right now it smells pretty good. Not going to say it's for everybody. We're going to get into it in the update, but I think this is definitely going to be walking a few steps away from the original one. And I want to say, if I can remember correctly, I want to say that the parfum was a little bit more mature, and this one might be even a couple steps away from that one. Going in the more mature vibe. Does it keep a lot of that DNA? Right now, I'm not getting a lot of the DNA, again, off memory. I am getting like that lavender mixed with the grapefruit. So a little bit of that like mainstream Invictus kind of opening, but not really. Like the orris is really like, you know, jumping in on this party here. And it really is giving it that lipstick vibe mixed with citrus notes and lavender. The leather's starting to pop in. It smells like a boot leather. But like they'll say brown leather or suede and then like black leather. And I think when they say black leather, they might add some skank. This is more like a soft brown leather. Not super duper smoky with the frankincense, not yet anyway. Little bit of greenness from the fur. Patchouli's not in play yet. But right now, not a bad little fragrance, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time in the first half of the video. But right now it smells nice. I think that the orris root is one of the main players here. And I'm not mad about that. But if you're expecting it to smell just like the original, again, maybe you guys who own this one and have worn it a bunch of times will be able to pick up that DNA. I get it just a slight bit. But yeah, we'll see. Not bad. I want to say I even thought whenever I tried the original Ralph's Club that I said it smelled a little bit niche. Like whenever like the opening went away, there was something about it that was very, very different that actually made me feel like it was more of a niche. I'm going to have to rewatch that video, and I'll link it below so you guys can watch it. But yeah. Okay, so that leather is starting to come in a lot stronger now. Still going to say brown leather, but it is getting a little bit of skank to it. When I smell skank, that's when I think of black leather. And judging by the bottle, maybe that's where they're going with it because they didn't specify really. Like what kind of leather. But, all right, guys. I could talk about this for another 15 minutes. I don't want to. I got to keep you guys in suspense a little bit, right? And I got to wear this one tonight and over the next couple of days. And we'll see where this one goes. And I'll talk to you guys in a second. All right, guys. I'm back on my update for Ralph's Club from the house of Ralph Lauren. Guys, this is a good fragrance. Now, I did write a few thoughts on this fragrance on another website, so I'll go ahead and read a few of the words that I used for that on that. That way to kind of save some time. I said it was a nice fragrance. I said it opened up with a thick and sweet orris, lavender, and citrus combination that was really, really nice. And settles into a smoky leather fragrance. It's kind of sweet. But very smoky, very, very leathery, very classy, very mature. If you were to take, let's see here, Ferragamo Uomo Signature, the one that came in the black bottle, that was a flanker from the original, and mix that with a Givenchy Gentleman Only Parfum, the one with the either they had Oris or Iris. I think that one had some Old Labanum or something else to give it some smokiness. But if you were to take those two fragrances and mix that up, you would get Roth's Club Elixir. And I think it's actually a very nice fragrance. I didn't get a lot of the DNA from the original. I got a small tinge of maybe like a licorice type of scent. And I want to say that's what the original kind of smelled like a little bit. But other than that, I think this was like its own composition. I didn't get a lot of the original, but then again, it's been a while since I've tried that. I will say that to me, this is like its own, almost its own creation. I didn't have a lot of experience with the Parfum, so maybe the Parfum went in that direction, and this one is more like that one. I got a lot of experience with the first one, just a couple of sprays from the second one, and then this one I've had a lot of time with. But mainly you get a very thick, very dense, very heavy, sweet, leathery, smoky fragrance. You get the citrus notes on top. You get the lavender and the iris root. It's very heavy, very prominent in this one. So if you like that note, you're going to like this one. A little bit of DHI, a little bit of lipstick. All right, I wasn't expecting that, but that's what we got here. Again, leather and the frankincense. Sorry if I repeated myself too much, but just wanted to restate that. But yeah, I think this is a nice fragrance, guys. Dominique Ropillon, I think, did it again. I think this is a nice combination between niche and designer. And some designers have been moving more in the niche direction. Now, sometimes when I say niche, I mean that not everyone's going to like it and that it might not be wearable for everyone. But I, obviously I have experience with both. And so I think this is a good combination. I think I could easily pull this one off. Longevity for this fragrance. I got 8 hours for this fragrance, but I will say it started to get pretty close to the skin towards the 6 hour. Very surprised about that because when you smell this fragrance, you think it's going to last 12 hours. And I was in the heat too, guys. Now I will be fair. I do work in a warehouse and I wasn't to work. I was just testing it. I know I probably, it wasn't the best time and place to wear it, but I wore it anyway because I wanted to test it. And it's hot in there and I was sweating, but like usually most fragrances that I wear, they stick around. But I will say it was getting closer to the skin around the 6 hour. I will say 8 hours just to, I want to kind of put it over the edge there because this is a very thick and sweet fragrance. And I think it does hold on for 8 hours for sure. Projection. I was expecting this one to be nuclear, honestly, with all the elixirs that came out. I think I mentioned them in the first half of the video. Don't want to sit there and rename them. Those are pretty strong. This one is strong in the opening, and it's very strong for the first hour or two. But it really surprised how close it got to the skin. Like I'm not trying to say that people aren't going to smell you by any means, but I just think that I was expecting this one to be nuclear. I think it smells like an eau de parfum, so it does check that box. But I was expecting it to be like an extrait maybe, or like a I don't know, just a little bit stronger since these elixirs have been super duper strong. I mean, the Sauvage elixir is nuclear strength. So I thought it was going to be like that. Like it might get too cloying. So I guess it's a good thing, right? Because it means that you can wear this one and not really choke everyone else around you. I'm just saying that's what I got. It was about average for an eau de parfum. Wasn't anything nuclear strength or anything like that. Occasions for this fragrance are going to be evening events, date night, suit and tie, maybe even a wedding day fragrance if you get married in the fall. We'll get to that in a second. But I can't see anybody wearing this one casually. It's just, it matches the bottle. It's very dark, very heavy, very leathery, very slightly sweet. It just smells very, very gentlemanly. Again, guys, think Givenchy Gentleman Only Parfum, the one with the iris in it. If you like that one, you're gonna like this one. Wear this one where you would wear that one, if you guys know what I mean. Or even DHI, because it has kind of a similar lipstick note in there. Seasons, guys, if you guys haven't guessed already, it's going to be the cooler, colder months of the year. Very thick, very sweet, very heavy, very smoky as well. Very, very smoky and leathery. So this one right here just screams like you're wearing like a coat outside. It's nice and cold. This one's going to be thick enough, at least in the first few hours, to really cut to that cold. That incense is going to smell nice in the cooler weather. So I definitely think the cooler weather is going to be perfect for this fragrance. Ages, guys, 30 and up. I don't know how much this is going for you because I don't even know if this one's have been released in stores yet. If I can find the price, I'll put it right here. But I know this one's not going to be cheap. This is a 1.7 ounce, I think. I'd say this is probably going for like $125, if not a little bit more. Because I think this is just a better composition. I think because it is the Elixir, I think they're just going to go for a little bit more. But I do think 30 and up could afford it. I think they can, more than anything, really pull it off. Because this one here is it screams maturity. The leather note, very mature. The smokiness, the iris note. Young guys aren't going to like that iris note. They're going to probably think it smells like mom's lipstick. But it smells good to me. And so I definitely think 30 and up is a good age range for this fragrance. Guys, overall, I do like this fragrance. Is it the best release of 2023? No. It's up there. I'd maybe even say top 5 right now. Who knows? Maybe even top 3. But the year's not over yet. But right now, I'll maybe say top 5 release of the year. I do like this fragrance. I think it's nice. I think it smells great. I can't wait for it to get cool so I can wear this fragrance out. Yeah, I just think it's not going to be for everybody. I just think it's going to be, I think it's a definite try. I think when this one comes to Macy's, Dillard's, Nordstrom, go get your nose on it. See what you think, But I think it's a good release. I think it's a solid release. Again, I have to revisit the Parfum, but I'm going to sit here and I'm probably going to have to say that I think this could be its own fragrance. I'm just kind of going off of memory here, so I could be completely wrong about that. But just right now, I could probably say this one could be its own fragrance. That's why I like it. I liked Ralph's Club, the original, and I liked what I got from the second one. Are they, I have to go and get that? No. But if someone said, hey, I have a bottle for half price, or I have a bottle for, partial bottle for like $30, I would buy it and I would wear it. So this one would probably be the same. Like if I'm not going to go out, if I didn't have this in my possession, I wouldn't run out and go buy it right now. But if someone had it cheaper or like a partial, I'll be like, yeah, it smells nice. Like I'll put it back in my collection if I can pay for half. Right. And that's what I've done with a couple of with some of these other fragrances that I've liked over the last few years. But yeah, guys, I like this one. I think you should at least try it. Definitely don't blind buy this one. But I think when it comes out, when it gets in the stores, I think you guys should go to Macy's or wherever and just spray your hand and walk around and see what you think about this one. Because I think you might be surprised if you guys like what I described, especially the two that I mentioned, Givenchy Gentleman Only Parfum and the Uomo Ferragamo Uomo signature fragrance. Mix those two up, you get this one. So if you like those two, and you want to smell one that kind of has both of the best of both worlds, and try this one, guys. But let me know your thoughts on Ralph's Club Elixir, guys. What do you guys think about this fragrance? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Are you waiting for it? Let me know all your thoughts, everything, guys, down in the comments. That's where I try to get back with you guys. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and first edit content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first edit photos and future contest winners. As always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.